Hello, I'm Brian, and this is my presentation of my tech ecosystem project. For my project, I interviewed Catherine Lamb, who's the curriculum manager at OATS, stands for Older Adults Technology Services. OATS is a nonprofit organization in the United States that teaches technology literacy to older adults. They provide online, virtual, as well as in-person classes in cities like North Country, New York City, Miami, San Antonio, and Denver. They also have a hotline for older adults where they could call for help using technology. And as curriculum manager, Catherine is she makes the curriculum for the in-person classes, the online classes, the virtual classes, as well as creating training material for the staff, for trainers, as well as people who assist on the hotline. For our interview, we focused on what technologies she uses on a daily basis. We talked about challenges she faced as well as her successes, and I got a lot of great feedback on the day-to-day activities that of an instructional designer when it comes to technology. In our interview, Catherine mentioned many technology tools that she uses, but here on this slide we see that Absorb LMS is really the backbone of what she uses to create all her training material, both for online and in person. She also mentioned Qualtrics, which is used for surveys and getting feedback, and um, also tools such as Canva, Google Suite, and communication tools as well. So for the successes of her technology ecosystem, the main success that she really highlighted was the responsive design using Absorb LMS. This allowed her to see what her training material looked like across all devices, tablets, cell phones, and computers. She said this was a big challenge before, but with this responsive design feature, it really makes it easy for her to create the online material. She also mentioned that accessibility was one of the big successes with using technology. So accessibility meaning uh, a lot of people who are not able to make it into the in-person training because of geography or any type of as handicap reasons, they're able to take her training. So the reach of her material expands because of technology. So they could do either online classes on SPU where they're able to follow along on training modules, or they could attend virtual classes on Zoom. As for the challenges she faced, uh, consistency across the different platforms was a big challenge for her. So all the tools that you were using, switching from one tool to the other, or using either Microsoft or Adobe tools, the compatibility was an issue for her. She also mentioned um, better support for students. So students came in at different levels. Some students, they gave feedback that the pacing of the classes were too slow, while others said it was too fast and complex. Um, the big challenge with technology, especially for online class modules, was maintaining engagement. So for in-person training, the richness and the feedback of that training has higher engagement as well as satisfaction compared to the online modules. So a big challenge for her with creating those online modules was creating a rich environment, interesting, uh, that compared to the in-person training. So the key takeaways I got from my interview with Catherine was that ecosystems technology was just a part of and a tool of that ecosystem. The people and processes were equally important, if not more important. So the trainers, uh, the people who were delivering the curriculum, they were extremely important part of the process, but tools did make things a lot easier and were very helpful in providing richer curriculum. There's always room for improvement. So feedback is very important, feedback from staff, feedback from the students. So constantly taking as much feedback and constructive criticism and trying to implement them and trying to improve curriculum, as well as ecosystems are always evolving. So the tools that she started working with at the beginning has evolved in the past 5 years. She's been working at this position. So constantly evolving and being adaptable was one of the main uh, uh, attributes that you mentioned that an instructional designer needed to have.